Marina, over to you.
For me, I was in the morning and then the afternoon I couldn't get on, but it really so for me, I've been around I'm actually in the mastermind
Yeah.
and but never underestimate the basics. So coming back to just the foundations again, um is really important because ultimately we're learning about deals and such like, but actually coming back to the terms of investor speak, but also just being surrounded by people again and again and again in this environment makes such a huge difference because it really is. You think you're not learning, but actually, yesterday I realized the amount of progress that I've made over this last year and a half. Just being surrounded by people and being in investor speak more of the time. So it is really, really powerful. And it's only when you come back to the basics that you realize how much you've actually learned. So reviewing progress, I think, is really important. But often we review progress by looking how much we don't know. But I think reviewing progress in terms of where we were and where we are now every so often is super important because you then realize how much you've learned and how much you do actually really understand. And that I think just speaks to confidence and being able to get motivated to carry on this journey because it is a lifelong learning process. There's always something new to learn. And knowing that you can learn more by what you've already learned is really key.
Yeah, Marina, look, I think well said. And I think one of the things I enjoy most about the mastermind is the different people at different stages. And you can either be inspired because you're like, oh wow, someone's doing that, and if they can do it, I can do it, and or it's a bit of a kick up the butt to go, well, if they're doing it, I should be as well. You know what I mean? Like, so it can be the carrot or the stick, in terms of motivation. So I'm going to throw you on the spot here, and you don't have to if you don't want to. But you shared a bit of a story with me about Anthony, and I didn't even know you were coming for the record, so this is not set up or planned. But is there any chance if you would share that story that you shared with me about the conversation you had with Anthony about being about the whole free conversation?
About the what? Sorry,
About
which?
the free being free, where Anthony sat down with you and spoke about being free.
Oh, yeah. So, I've been on this journey for quite a while actually, and way before I joined the mastermind. But I sat with Anthony, who you'll get to meet this afternoon, and they did this incredible process where I think he'll be sharing it, right,
Yeah,
Scott,
yeah,
this
he's going to take
afternoon,
them
and
through it
how
this
they do
afternoon. Yeah,
that. Okay.
yeah,
And for me, it's been a journey of feeling safe with my wealth. And so when he sat down with me and I gave him my numbers, I gave him my portfolio of what I had, my net worth and all of those sorts of things. He then came back to me and he said, "You are actually financially free." And so um I'd heard this before, but it really landed. And often we can make a lot of drama and stories in our heads about where we are at, um, and really believe those things. But actually, what I saw in that experience for me was data, not drama. Often we can go into the drama of our story, but actually the data really is the key thing here. And the way that they work will allow you to see the data. I mean, it really is just the data. You've got it right there. And for me, it was such a beautiful experience because I realized that actually I can't I can't ignore the data. The data is actually really, really important. Um, so that once again was really, really helpful. It's also really just really helpful to know that you've got a sense of a bit what you were talking about yesterday, the freedom calculator, but ultimately that you know where you are and where you can work your way towards. So it was once again, it was a bit of an eye opener for me. Um, but to have the data there was super important. Once again, it comes back to looking at your numbers.
yeah. Awesome, Marina. Well, thank you so much, and sorry for throwing you on the spot, but I just thought your story would hopefully inspire others, because I think they're going to see it this afternoon, and I don't think people truly understand the power of having the right information, and as you say, like taking the noise out of their head and actually seeing the story in the numbers, and then being able to have the peace of mind to know actually, like, I'm good. You know what I mean? And that's such a powerful thing.
And also being able to see the numbers and understand them, it's a bit like going back to what you were saying earlier on about being able to have a different conversation. I mean, I now see my team as partners, as people that I can actually partner with versus please help me. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, and
And that's been
your team being your wealth advisors and
my wealth
whatever you want
advisors.
to
I
call them,
mean, I'm
that's your
working.
yeah. So I just
Yeah,
want to make sure it's not like your
for
employees,
sure.
it's your people that are helping you implement your wealth plan.
Yeah, and so I'm working with Anthony, and so for me, and I'm obviously working with you, and it's a really different conversation now. So before the conversation might have been, please help me, I don't understand. And that's absolutely fine. But in being in this environment, what I now see is that the conversations that I'm having are really different. I ask the whys, I have conversations about how does this work, but it's not coming from that place of insecurity. It's more coming from a place of I'd love to know more about this and a place of confidence, I guess. So it's they're nuanced things that you start to see that you didn't see before because the amount of progress that you make when you're in this environment.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I mean, we can talk all day. We should just have a session where we just invite mastermind members and have conversations. Probably be more valuable than anything else. But no, but
But I
awesome.
just want to reiterate the mastermind is worth its weight in gold. It really, really is. And if
And
you're
Marina
ready
paid 2 years ago before the gold price went up. No, I'm joking.
to And Scott doesn't, I mean, Scott doesn't know, didn't know that I was going to say this, but for those of you that are thinking about it, I wouldn't even think about it. It's just a yes. I mean, it's a no-brainer. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'll send you your $10,000 later. No, I'm joking. Thanks so much, Marina. I really appreciate it.